Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Scorpio, April 22, 2025. With today's Sun-Mars square, it's best to tame any impulses to push, overdo, or overspend. There's a tendency for impatience to lead to disadvantage, and it's best not to indulge every passing whim. Foresight may be lacking temporarily, or you can clash with others over money, values, or matters of respect and worth. Friendships could be a little strained. Something that's just out of reach can be more tempting than usual. Aim to recognize when ego issues may be taking over and spoiling the day. Creatively speaking, there's some power in the day if you're able to center yourself, relax, and get in touch with your intuition. Experimenting with ideas can bring you opportunities, and so can networking. Catch the vibes now. Our cosmic messenger, Mercury, is gifting you excellent influence today. Our cosmic messenger will sextile Pluto. No matter how you choose to use it, it grants you significant personal or romantic gain. One excellent way of using this is if you and your significant other are applying for loans, lines of credit, or seeking to open up a new bank account. You could use your powerful mind to make an impact and find long-term growth come to the both of you. Swoop swiftly, as this influence will not last for very long and must be taken advantage of today. You have more power than you may realize. Believe in yourself to defy the odds, as Mercury in Aries sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. Let people say whatever they want about you and your career path. You may want to control the narrative, but it would be best to let people believe whatever they want to believe. There is always a way to turn this news into good news that works for you. You have a few tricks up your sleeve that you can launch when the time is right. When it's time to communicate to those you love, you sometimes get a feeling that is unmistakable. There is something you want to say, and you feel it stubbornly stuck in your heart. Sometimes we resist our true impulses because of fear. This fear is perfectly natural, but it can get in the way. One way to work around fear is to stay in good, even great, physical condition. Stay physically fit and you will be much better off in your close relationships. If you enjoy collecting of any sort, your interest will be piqued on this day. Even if this isn't something you've tried before, let the energy of this day motivate you to check this wonderful hobby out. Whether you discover that stamps are your thing, or Beanie Babies, there's no end to the pleasure this kind of activity can bring. Don't be surprised if you find the perfect addition for your collection when you are out and about with this essence happening. It is just as Mars is settling into his first weekend back in your income sector and Mercury his first back in your career sector that the Sun leaves. This is the point in each year when the solar will always shift off your career situation and matters, but this year leaving behind planets and with more on the way that are going to open even more doors over the coming months. Meanwhile, having the moon in your relationship sector as the sun returns to your friendship sector is going to make this a good day for friendship and relationship building. While the moon is only passing through, its monthly visit to your relationship sector coincides with the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment's first weekend back in your romantic sector. With Juno drawing closer to Venus, the planet of love who is now in direct motion in an adventurous part of your chart, these Rs have dialed up the ideal conditions for both matters of the heart and your relationships. Scorpio, your depth has power but don't forget softness. Your quote of the day, intensity means nothing without intention. Your color of the day is deep burgundy, mysterious and grounding. Lucky numbers, 8, 14, 26. Transformation happens quietly today within, not without. You may feel called to release something old. Trust what no longer resonates. A conversation may open a door to vulnerability. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a moment to pause and breathe together, because the energy coming through for April 22, 2025, carries a sense of grounding and quiet clarity. Whether you're here to reflect, find a message, or simply take a moment for yourself, this reading is meant to speak to you in whatever way you need most. And remember, there's always something valuable in every pull, even if it doesn't immediately make sense. Trust what lands. The first card drawn today is the Knight of Cups. This card often arrives when we're being invited to follow the whispers of our heart, even if the logic isn't all worked out yet. This isn't about rushing towards something blindly, but rather moving in alignment with what feels meaningful. You might find yourself drawn to a creative idea, a connection, or even a dream that's been quietly sitting in the background for a while now. The Knight of Cups is romantic not just in love, but in how he approaches life, seeking beauty, depth, and emotional truth. So maybe today is the day to romanticize your life a little. Play your favorite music while doing the dishes. Light a candle just because. Say what you really mean. Let your heart lead even in small ways. Next, we have the Two of Pentacles, which brings a balancing act into focus. Many of us are juggling more than usual right now: work and personal projects, emotional loads, decisions about the future, and it can feel like a lot to hold. This card reminds you that it's okay to reassess your rhythm. Is there a way to make things a little easier on yourself? Are you saying yes to things that you've outgrown, simply out of habit? Today might be a good time to check in with your priorities and allow some grace if you feel like you're not keeping up. You're doing your best, and sometimes, balance doesn't mean perfect symmetry. It just means you're giving each part of your life enough care without losing yourself in the process. The third card in the spread is the Eight of Wands, which brings in a burst of momentum and forward movement. This card shows up when things start clicking into place more quickly than expected, or when clarity arrives after a period of confusion. You might receive news, experience a shift in energy, or feel suddenly inspired to take action. And when that momentum shows up, trust it. Go with it. Sometimes, we overthink ourselves out of beautiful opportunities simply because they arrive faster than we thought they would. If you've been waiting for a sign to take the next step, this might be it. And remember, you don't need to have everything figured out to begin. Just move with what feels true. Now we come to the Queen of Swords, a figure of wisdom, clarity, and direct communication. She's been through her share of lessons, and she speaks with truth and precision, not to harm, but to liberate. You may be called to say something that's been sitting on your chest, or to set a clear boundary in a way that honors your peace. This isn't about being cold, it's about being clear. And clear is kind. Maybe you've been holding back to keep the peace, or maybe you've been second-guessing your intuition. The Queen is here to remind you, your voice matters. Your thoughts matter. You don't need to soften your truth to make it more palatable. Speak it with compassion, but don't dilute it. And finally, the reading closes with the Ten of Pentacles, a beautiful sign of stability, legacy, and long-term fulfillment. This card speaks to what you're building, not just for today, but for the future. It may show up as a sense of security in your home or finances, support from family or community, or even a moment of recognition that you're part of something bigger than yourself. Even if you're in the early stages of your journey, this card reminds you that you're laying bricks for something lasting. Every step you take now contributes to the larger story. Keep investing your energy where it matters. Keep choosing what feels real and aligned. You're creating something that will not only sustain you but ripple out in ways you may not even see yet. So today, with the Knight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles, we see a story unfolding, one where the heart leads, balance is gently reclaimed, momentum builds, truth is spoken, and a sense of long-term peace begins to form. You're not behind. You're not lost. You're in motion, even if it feels slow. And everything you're experiencing now has a purpose, each part shaping the whole. If any of this resonated with you today, I'd really love to hear what part of this journey you're in. Are you feeling the momentum picking up? Are you learning to trust your voice again? Maybe you're in the balancing act stage, trying to stay grounded while everything moves around you. Drop a comment below if you feel called to share your story. It's always amazing how our personal experiences can mirror each other in unexpected ways. No matter what today holds, I hope you carry this message with you. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to choose yourself. You're already doing the work even when it feels invisible. Keep going, and know that you're supported.